Well, it's a very warm welcome indeed on Thursday late afternoon, previewing all the action for Friday. Friday, of course, is the 11th of August. Hope you're keeping well. This, of course, is Peter Sandovich with you, and it's a great pleasure to be with you on my channel, which is Peter's Racing Tips, and a great pleasure indeed, it surely is. Well, I've got a real nice set of bets lined up for you on Friday. Got a nice set of bets lined up for you today. There's still 3 horses to run tonight, including those 2 big Irish horses which run at Chepstow tonight. So I wish you the best of luck with those, and also one at Sligo as well on a big 10-1 chance, which has got an outstanding poke as well. So all those still to come. There was a non-runner earlier on today which runs at Yarmouth, or don't run at Yarmouth, or doesn't run at Yarmouth, a horse called Poetic Jack, and that one doesn't go. The first bet of the day today, Lord P. Well, flattered to deceive, I suppose he did. He come 5th, not quite in the money. A lot of bookmakers pay him 4th, but he come 5th, but he was 14-1, so no cigar there. But as I say, there's still 3 bets to run all tonight. I'm looking forward to it, hitting the back of the net with one of them at least, and 2 of them would be very nice indeed. Any 2 come up, you get yourself 100-1 double. 3 come up, it's 1,000-1 treble. If you're not know what I'm talking about, you'll have to watch the previous video, which is in the vault. They run tonight, those at Chepstow and at Sligo. Well, I've got some big ammunition here for you tomorrow, including a horse at Thirsk, which has been put in at 20-1 on the early shows. 20-1. Another one at Thirsk as well, a little bit shorter than that, is a straight win bet. I think that'll win. I really like it indeed. And the other 2 I'm very keen on. Well, I've got one more at Brighton to tell you about as well, who's dropped down in class, and I think that's going to take a lot of beating. But there is 2 horses at Wexford, including one horse. There's no prices come up, but it's one of them horses I like with no form to recommend, which I think will pop up and do the business. So that's going at Wexford on Friday night. And Friday night, as you well know, is music night or fish and chip night or anything you like night. But it's certainly my night because I've got 5 bets to tell you about. 2 of them at Wexford, 2 of them at Thirsk, and 1 of them at down the sunny south at Brighton. So with no more ado, got quite a lot to get through. I'm going to start first of all with a real big one. It's put in at 20-1, as I say, getting ahead of myself there, 20-1, and it goes in the 440 at Thirsk. 440 at Thirsk. I'll give you that now, but for any new clients coming in, and there's been a lot of new subscribers, over 70 new subscribers in the last week or so, make sure you subscribe definitely to the channel to get your alerts. But I'm online at 6 o'clock at the latest each night to preview the following day's action. So it's 24 hours ahead, so to speak, certainly 20 hours ahead. And I'm online at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. So tonight is Thursday, and I'm online for Friday's bets. I'm online tomorrow, Friday at 6 o'clock, and that'll be for Saturday's bets. So it's all very straightforward, but it's a day ahead or a night ahead, gives you a chance to get all your bets put on and no worries at all. And then you've got no stress, and it's all free sailing all the way. So let's go to the 440 at Thirsk, and we'll give you the first bet of the day. Indeed, 6 of my last 10 bets that I brought on here for you, 6 out of 10 this week, that's this week, have all placed. 6 out of 10. It would have been 7 out of 10 if that one would have placed in the first, but it come 5th, not 4th. But it's 6 out of 10, including 20-1, 25-1, 7-1, 9-1, all sorts of fancy prices. 6 out of 10 each way. You've got your money back. And I say on that Monday, what's just gone, it was a 33-1 place double, which you would bet with Bet365. Okay, so the 440 at Thirsk, let's no more ado, let's get straight back into action. 20-1 2 money, trained by Alan Brown and ridden by Charlie Bennett. Sounds like a musical act, doesn't it? From the 30s or 40s down at Blackpool Prom. But make no mistake about it, Alan Brown has got his team in terrific shape. 3 out the last 7 horses he's sent out, so it's no joke, is he? Alan Brown and Charlie Bennett. It sounds like a circus act, doesn't it? Alan Brown and Charlie Caroli, Charlie Bennett. Well, the horse is number 5. It's called Rodborough. Now, it's a filly who's 3 years old, and although it's 20-1, this horse has a much better chance than that, and I think this horse is going to be a big gamble, I really do, on Thursday. 15 runners go to post. The bookies are paying out first 4. I think this horse will be in the 4, and I think she's got an amazing chance of winning. She's dropped down to a winning mark of 6.0 blind 60, having been ridden by Holly Doyle last time out at Beverley, when 7th of 9. Now, that was a really good run, I tell you. If you watch it on videotape again and again and again, like I have, you'll know that the horse only got beat about 6 lengths and didn't have the best of luck in running. I think Rodborough at 20 to 1 to win this sort of race is an outstanding bet. So it's in a 0 to 60, which again is coming down in grade. It's raced in 0 to 65 the last twice it's ran. And I think it's got a really good chance, to be honest with you. That day when it finished 7th of 9 and doesn't look a very good run, it went off at 16 to 1. As it come out the stalls, Holly Dore was on it and just a bit awkward really coming out the traps and just never really got back into the race after, but ran really well. And I can tell you this is a weak affair. It is a real bad race, and I think Rodborough is something to bet on. It's a big price. Take the 20 to 1. I think they'll also go off at half those odds, maybe less than that. Number 5, Rodborough. Big each way bet there, and I think she'll be in the frame. They pay out first for most bookmakers, and I think she could win. So it's a big price one there for you. You know how I like these big ones. This channel's all about big price horses, but for once I'm going to give you a horse which is a little bit less big price, if you see what I mean. A little bit less big price. That's not really the Queen's English, is it? But I think you know what I mean. It's a bit shorter than Rodborough, but it's not that short. It's priced about 100 to 30 or 7 to 2, but it is not an each way bet. This is straight on the nose to win. This is horse number 2. It's called Chester Le Streak, not Chester Le Street like at Durham. It's number 2, Chester Le Streak, trained by Craig Lister and ridden by young William Pyle. Now, no jokes about them two, but I can tell you Chester Le Streak's going in a 0 to 50 classified race, and that looks a penalty kick to me. It's priced at 100 to 37 to 2. Needed the run last time out. It hadn't ran since October last year. Came out on the 5th of July this year and ran really well. Ridden by young Ryan Sexton, who's a really good jockey, going places. And there's no doubt about it, in my mind, William Pyle's doing all right as well. Claims £6, and that's a really big advantage for this horse. And I think it's going to take a lot of beating. Pyle's rode 10 winners, so he's very experienced to be claiming £6 in this apprentice race. And I think that £6 is going to absolutely help to, well, get Chester Le Streak over the finishing post in front. I think this will do the business. I do like it a lot. It's bound to have come on for its last run. It's called Chester Le Streak. Anyway, it's number 2, and it'll do for me, and it'll do for you. Now, the draw's good as well. It's drawn 10, and at Thirsk, you don't want to be low. So drawn 10 is absolutely perfect. And it gets my vote for a solid win bet. Let's call it a solid win bet. Shortest bet of the day. I don't normally go much below 7 or 8 to 1, but because Chester Le Streak's got so many tick in the boxes and so much in its favour, I think the Gelding's got to be punted at 137 to 2. A lot of dead wood in this race. A lot of horses are just there for the, I'm not saying they're not trying, but they've had a lot of racing in their life and they're totally exposed. Whereas I think Chester Le Streak isn't exposed. It's only a 4-year-old, and no doubt about it, needed the run last time up, stayed on very strongly indeed, just ran out of gas at the end, or real estate at the end, and needed the run. Only got beat 3 length. The horse is bound to come on for it. Got young £6 claimer who's rode a lot of winners already. Number 2, Chester Le Streak. It's your second bet of the day. No conferring. That is your second bet of the day, and they're both up in Yorkshire. Ecky Thump at Thirsk. So good luck with those two. Right, I've got 2 Irish horses coming up to you, and you know how much I love Irish racing and how many winners I predict at Irish racing. I'm wishing you good luck tonight with them at Chepstow, them Irish Raiders. I know they're there to win the money. There's a big £50,000 pot, one race, and I think the horse I've told you could well bring it home. I'm on it big time. I've gone for it big time each way. I've backed them both each way, and I wish you obviously the best of luck for yourselves and also for me also. And all we'll both have a touch, won't we? Both raise a glass to the Emerald Isle Raiders tonight down there at South Wales. Right, so with all that in mind, I've got these 2 Wexford horses to tell you about, which are running on Friday, and also one at Brighton. Let me give you this Brighton one first. Let's get this out of the way. And this is an horse really has dropped down in weight, and more to the point, dropped down in grade. It raced in a 0 to 80 last time up, and this time it's in a 0 to 60. So it'll seem the horses in front are standing still. It's trained by Ed Dunlop and just moved stables from Ali Strong. Now, Ed Dunlop trains it, and Ed Dunlop's going all right. His horses are running really well. Musical Mystery is the number 2 horse, and that's the horse I'm going to tip you. I've got no prices for this race. I'm hoping it's around 6 to 1. Could be 5 to 1, 6 to 1. I'm going each way. Number 2, Musical Mystery. Keep your eye on the price, obviously. There's no prices available at the moment, but I think it'll be an each way price. And number 2, Musical Mystery, off a mark of 62. Very much the one to be on, and looks like it's coming to hand. And Ed Dunlop's got the horse, and I think it's going to improve a lot. Dunlop's horses are going well. He's had 2 winners in the last 7 runs or something, so his horses are A-OK. Morgan Cole's on top, not Morgan Freeman. He's God, isn't he? It'd be all right if he was on top, wouldn't it? Morgan Freeman. But no, it'd be a bit heavy though, wouldn't it? But Morgan Cole claims £5, and I think that's a massive advantage again. So it's dropped down from a mark of 64 to 62, and also has £5 claimer on board, replacing Sean Levy, who's rode it last time out. Okay, so number 2, Musical Mystery, is your third of these quintet, these 5 bets. And now I'm going to give you these 2 big Irish bets, and I'm going to start with the bigger of the two. And this one could be a big price. Again, the prices aren't out. The bookmakers quite slow to release horses, prices on these horses in Ireland. They run for cover a little bit and have to follow the leader and copy each other. Well, there's a horse in this race here. It's a 16-runner handicap hurdle, rated at 18.95 horses over 3 miles. And everything I've told you there, just banged my computer there, apologise for the sound, that everything I've told you is in this horse's favour. The trip, the ground, everything I'm talking about is in its favour. It's only run 3 times, all right? 0-0-0. 3 times. 0-0-0. I think it'll have a 1. I'm very confident about this one. It's ridden by Philip Enright off a mark of 92. The horse is called Sarah Beara, S-A-R-A-H, Sarah, and then it's Beara, B-E-A-R-A. And I'm very, very sweet on this horse. I really am. And although it's only had 3 runs, make no mistake about it, this horse has shown a lot of promise. It really has. All over distances, which are probably a little bit too short for it. It's running in a handicap for the first time. It's been ridden by an apprentice 3 times on the trot. Quirky's rode it. Young apprentice, claiming 7, claiming 4, and claiming 7. Now Philip Enright is on board, and he's a stable jockey, and he's there to pull the job and do the business on this horse. I hope it's a big price. It should be. It's number 4. It's called Sarah Beara, or Sarah Beara, and I like it very much indeed. Running point to point, so it's got more experience than you think. It's a lovely mare. It was placed once from its 4 runs in point to points. And although the horse has gone off at 50 to 1, 28 to 1, and 33 to 1 in the 3 times it's gone to the track, I've got a good feeling this is going to pop up and land the touch. It's number 4, Sarah Beara, and that's the one there. Don't miss it, 6:05 at Wexford. The final bet I've got for you is another horse is a winner waiting to happen, and this one is trained by a very, very astute trainer indeed, and a man, if they put the money down, it'll probably win. I don't know if they're going to put the money down. I'm going to put my money down because I'm going to check a chance they're going to put the money down. If they put the money down, if this presses the green for go button, I think this will win. It's number 9. It's called Royal Juniper, trained by Tony Martin. I had a big winner of his at Cheltenham at 12 to 1. He can land some massive touches. And young Peter Carberry, who's not so young now, is the jockey. Of course, Paul Carberry used to be his jockey for years. PC, they used to shout, "Go on, PC, go on, PC." Well, I can still shout, "Go on, PC," but it's Peter Carberry, not Paul tomorrow. Doctor's orders, number 9. It's called Royal Juniper, and I'm very, very keen on it. Last time out, I can tell you, it was very, very easily ridden by Dennis O'Regan, who's one of the shrewdest jockeys in the business. O'Regan never moved a muscle on the horse and brought it home on the wide outside and never, ever, ever shown it the whip. At number 9, Royal Juniper, as I say, if the handbrake's off and the readies are on, I think this will absolutely bolt up. It's number 9. It's called Royal Juniper. 10 runners go to post. It's an ordinary event. It's just an handicap chase and run of the mill. But this horse has got a lot better form than it's shown. And once again, it's got 6 noughts next to its name. And I think it'll have a 1 next to it after that race tomorrow night. 7:50 at Wexford. All right, so we've got through it. All right, Rodborough, 20 to 1. I think that'll be back down to half them odds. Chester the Streak in the 210 at Thirsk, straight on the nose to win that. Bosh, bosh, bosh. Sarah Beara, I love that horse. 6:05 at Wexford, lovely mare. 3 runs, proverbially, to get the handicap mark. Bosh, get in. Royal Juniper, 7:50 at Wexford, trained by the one and only Tony Martin. And wow, is he one and only when the readies are on. A Musical Mystery dropping down in grade for the 4:35 at Brighton. I like that one as well. New trainer got that, Ed Dunlop, who's in a good bit of bit of form, really. And I think that one's got a great chance in a very poor and ordinary race. I wish you the best of luck. Good luck tonight. Obviously, some big hits tonight. We're going in big at Chepstow and we're going in big at Sligo. 3 Irish horses tonight. Wow. You know what we are with them Irish horses? Stacks in profit. Go get them.